Okay, let's do 60 seconds and then, when is election day for the primary?
June 26th, but early voting begins June 14th.
Thank
It's
you,
on
sir.
their handouts. Everybody has a handout that says that.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead, Dana Byer.
Okay, so I want to go back to what you said at the top, Charles. I think the fact that there is no diversity or little diversity here on policies is a strength of this district. You may note that there is not a single Republican running for the Senate here. There's only one Republican running for delegate. There's a reason for that, because the heart and soul of this district is progressive Democratic. And that's something about which needs to be found. The distinctions are who can get the jobs done, who can work to actually create the change that we want. And we learn every day, I mentioned this at the last forum, we see every day we wake up, from tweet to tweet to tweet, we learn that what matters the most in our elected representatives is good character. We're seeing the worst of it now in our federal government, but we need it across the spectrum in our state and local legislatures.
I kind of jumped into the race late. I literally, it's been 10 days. So, you know, it's really, it's an honor to sit with all these people who care so much, and especially all of you who are here, because we all care about Maryland. I've lived in Maryland my entire life. My grandparents lived in Maryland. I've been here forever. I love the state. And I think it's important, all of us, to get involved, which is why I'm here. I'm a small business owner in Maryland. I believe so strongly in making sure that everyone who lives in Maryland and Montgomery County in particular, we all get our fair shake. You know, I want, you know, two things I've learned from being a business owner. It's taking care of people and making sure that you invest in people. My managers all started with my business. I had a janitor who is now a manager because I believe so strongly in people. I also think that it takes someone who can really stand back and look at all the issues. Everything impacts everything. I have 4 gyms, and everything I do for one impacts the other, and it's my job to look at the big picture. And I just, you know, I want to thank all of you for being here, and I want to thank you guys for the opportunity to speak today.
Well, thank you, Charles. Thank you to the District 18 Caucus. Thank you especially to Carol Brian for organizing this event. Both federally and at the state level, this legislative district has an incredible legacy of progressive leadership. Jamie Raskin, Senator Rich Madaleno, Anna Sol-Gutierrez, Delegate Al Carr. We're very lucky here in this legislative district. I understand folks are angry, and if you look at the federal government, you have every right to be angry. But I'm not going to run an angry campaign. I've got little kids at home. They're supposed to be asleep. They're probably up hoping Ninjago wins Best Picture this evening. But my pledge to you is to run a positive campaign of ideas so that you know what you're voting for, who you're voting for. That's my pledge to you this evening. Thank you again.
So I wanted to just echo the thanks that Delegate Waldstreicher gave to all of you, especially Carol, Charles. Thanks to my fellow candidates here for District 18. Once again, District 18 has an embarrassment of riches. There's no shortage of people, as you can see, who have the interest and the ability to serve. So I think everyone up here would be a great choice for you. So as voters, you really can't lose. In the next term, you're going to be represented by at least 2 freshman delegates, and I'm asking you to send me to another term. So you, in addition to at least 2 newcomers, you will have a grizzled veteran like myself, who has the experience, has a proven track record, is a progressive with our values, and is able to get things done. Thank you.
I too want to echo the thanks that has been said before, and I'm going to also keep my closing remarks mercifully brief. Quite simply, the reason why I'm running is because I want to make sure that, one, that we continue the tradition of carrying progressive values to Annapolis, and 2, to make sure that voices that aren't in the room tonight or that often aren't spoken for are definitely fought for. That's been my lived experience, and that's the experience I want to carry to Annapolis for you and on your behalf. And with your vote, I would love to do that for you. Thank you.
I'm running for delegate to be the kind of fighter that Charles asked us if we were going to be for the first question. I want to be out there championing our education, our healthcare policy, our reproductive justice policy. We have made so many strides in Maryland, and it is such a great place to live, and we need to continue that now, more than ever. We are an example of what can be just across the border from DC, where we see what it can be when you go the other way. I'm asking for your vote, and I hope that I will be able to represent you in Annapolis next term.
Your daughter is the cutest. Double thumbs up. So cute. So I mentioned earlier that I'm a survivor of trauma, and I bring that trauma-informed lens to this candidacy and hopefully as a delegate representing District 18. I see trauma as a common denominator in so many of our social problems, whether it's the opioid crisis, incarceration, and I think there are things we could do, meaningful things, jail diversion programs, addressing trauma as the root cause of many of these social ailments would just make for a better District 18, a better Maryland, and a better America. I think that we need to work more closely together, and I hope to have that opportunity to do that with all of you and with colleagues here as well. Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Leslie Milano, and I am respectfully asking for your vote. So, first of all, I want to say thank you to Carol and also Charles and everyone in the caucus. Thank you so very much. 3 of my 4 grandparents were immigrants to this country, and they came here very poor, and they were able to get an education, and they were able to, in their way, meet economic stability and really realize the American dream. And that's what I'm hoping to do for members of our district and members of our state. I care very deeply about the most vulnerable members of our society. That's been a thread that has gone through my entire life. And I hope that, and I think that you would agree with me because these are democratic values and they're American values. One thing that I want to say as well is that this is a critical election. You have 4 votes. You have 3 for delegate. I'm asking for 1, but I'm asking you as well to vote gender parity, because people who get into office are going to probably stay for the next decade. And if you're in the ballot box and you don't vote for at least 2 women, we are not going to see gender parity in the General Assembly for the next decade. Thank you. I'm Leslie Milano, and I'm asking for your vote.
I'm running because I truly believe in our community, but I'm also deeply concerned about what's happening right now, not just at the national level, but here in our communities. But friends, we're going to lose 2 very experienced legislators in Annapolis, in Delegate Saul Gutierrez, and also we're going to lose Rich Madaleno. We need experience now. We need people to walk in now. What I'm offering is 20 years of experience as an elected local official, as well as having served at the federal level, in Congress, as well as in the Obama administration. I'm coming in hoping for your vote because I truly believe that we have to deal with all the issues we've spoken about tonight, but we don't have any time to waste. We need to hit the ground running, and with your support, we will do that. Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Emily Shetty. I'm looking to earn one of your 3 votes for delegate. I'm running because I believe that our local government can and should be the backstop to all the craziness that we're seeing happening in Washington. Maryland can and should and will be the leader on being the first state to successfully implement single-payer health care. We can and should be the leader in developing policies that can mitigate and adapt to our changing climate. When I talk about these issues, I talk about them both from lived experience as well as from an extensive amount of policy and community work that I've invested my time in. I'm a mother to a sweet 2-year-old. My husband and I and our son and our rescue dog live in Kensington, just up the road. We used to live right around the corner here in Wheaton. Care deeply about this community that's That's why I've spent the last 10 years working to build up our Democratic Party and working to organize Democrats to advocate for issues that matter to each of you. If elected, if I'm lucky enough to earn your vote, I will continue to be a strong voice for you in Annapolis. My name is Emily Shetty. I hope to earn one of your 3 votes for delegate. Thank you.
Before I get to my opening statement, I just wanted to recognize 2 people in the room related to the senior issues. Paul Bessel and Barbara Braswell were actually just appointed by our state party chair to oversee senior outreach for the Democratic Party. So I am asking for your vote because I have spent my whole career working in public service as a classroom teacher, as a school system administrator, as a federal policy advisor, and I have spent my life working to solve problems, to make government work more efficiently, and to invest in our next generation. And that's what I hope to be able to do in Annapolis. My wife and I live in Rock Creek Forest. We love this community. We want to be one of those stories where we can tell the next generation that we've lived in our home for 50 years and we've raised our family here. I'm hoping that I can ask for one of your votes on June 26th to be one of your next delegates from District 18, excuse me, and have the privilege of serving you. Freudian slip there. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Please don't forget to vote. And that's the end of the program. Thank you.